ways that buyers are getting their offers accepted right now is to offer a post-occupancy agreement. And that means that they are allowing the seller to stay in the home up to 60 days after they close on the purchase. So this means that the seller, unless they're under contract for a new build or they're moving out of town and they don't need to find a new place, they won't want the time to find their own property after they get the money from the property they're selling. This is happening a lot. So most sellers are looking for that post-occupancy agreement, even if it's just a few days to move out, up to 60 days. More than 60 days, and you would need to have an actual lease put into place. The post-occupancy agreement specifies who will be responsible for the utilities during that time period, if there's going to be any rent that's going to be charged to the seller who is now like the tenant, and if insurance will be kept on the property. And I always recommend that insurance will be kept by the seller who will be staying in the property. And it's easy to have their homeowner's insurance agent give a rider that is like a short-term property rental policy that covers the property while they're there. And you would want to get this certification before closing or at closing, showing that they have put insurance on the property. Buyers are waiving the rent fee, so not asking the sellers to pay any rent, but always get a deposit that would be refundable to the seller once they move out. So depending on how long they're going to be there is, depending on how much you would want to ask for in a deposit. But I always say no less than $500 in case there are any incidentals when the sellers move out, if something's been damaged or needs to be replaced. So you have the walkthrough before you close to look at the property and see how everything is going. But then if there's anything that, not just normal wear and tear, but any actual damages, that's what the deposit is for. Now, you need to refund that deposit less any damages within 30 days of the seller moving out. Otherwise, the seller could come back and charge 3 times the amount of the deposit. So it's really important that you stick to those dates. It's really important that you document anything that, if there were any damages, as well as any receipts from anything that needed to be replaced. So also on that post-occupancy, it will line out, like I said, the dates, how much deposit you're asking for, how much rent if you're asking for that. So really important that you are working with an agent who knows the ins and outs of that and make sure that the writing is in there so it's covering you as a buyer, making sure that you can get keys, that you can do a site visit if you need to, as long as you give 24-hour notice. Needs to be all written in there so that way you are protected as the buyer, since it is now technically your property. If you have any other questions about post-occupancy agreement, what that looks like, then slide me a DM. Ask any questions, let me know. I hope y'all are having a great week so far. We're supposed to have another snowstorm here tomorrow. We'll see. We've had like one per week, so that's the average, I guess. I hope you all have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.